he was like, I could just take you guys. We saw it turn into the alley. We looked at each other like, it was like a good 2 seconds, and we took off. Hey guys, it's your girl STORYTIME, and welcome back to my channel.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something.
And on today's video, I'm gonna be giving y'all a story time about how I almost got kidnapped with my cousin. But before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you guys for the 50 subscribers. I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys watching my content, interacting with my content. Overall, I just want to say thank you guys. Okay, so this story takes place back when I was living in Texas. At the time in Texas, my cousin was living with me. I would just call her Aaliyah. Okay, because I'm not going to disclose my cousin information like that, because I don't know if she want to even be on my social media like that. Like, girl, I'm not gonna do that to you. So my cousin Aaliyah, me and Aaliyah was living together in a city called El Paso. So if you guys don't know where El Paso is, it's in Texas. But originally I'm from Houston, but we were staying in El Paso. But if y'all don't know about El Paso, it's kind of sandy, dusty, crusty, like dirt, no trees, no grass, just rocks. Like, this what it looked like. This what it looked like. And then at our house, at the time we lived in a duplex. So we were sharing a house with somebody. And I'm gonna show y'all right here so y'all can get a gist of what I'm talking about. This is basically what it looked like, but in El Paso, it was just rock alleyways and just dirt and sand down the middle. So it was no trees, no green, no nothing. Like, that's just what it was. But I was just giving y'all the rundown so y'all can really understand. She came to me and she was like, girl, let's go get our nails done. I was like, nails? So at the time, I had never had acrylic, I had never had gel, nothing. I strictly was a press-on girl, super glue me down. So to the sound of that, I was like, yes, let's go get our nails done. Like, yes, I'm finally not even thinking about cost or nothing. I was just like, yes, girl, let's go get our nails done, because I was just so excited at the thought of me having real nails that would stay on for a long time. And she was like, well, we can walk. It shouldn't be that far. And I was like, okay, we can walk. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, we gotta get the exercise, cardio, fitness, period. Yeah, so I was like, we can walk. And I don't know if we told my grandma or not, where it was going, or if she was asleep, or what happened. So I agreed to go. We ended up leaving. And she has the nail salon on her Google Maps. So we just walking through the streets, and then she just following the map. We literally walking. But we had the setting on where, y'all know if y'all have the setting on Google, you can change it from car to walk. We had it on the car. So it was, the distance was shortened. So we ended up walking for a little bit. She was like, it don't seem like it's popping up. And I was like, girl, like, what are we doing? Like, so we was walking down the sidewalk, and I remember we came to this house, and my cousin, Aaliyah, she went to the door and she knocked, and she was like asking if they knew where the nail salon was. Don't judge us. But she went to go ask, like, did they know where this nail salon was? And the guy, it was a guy and then an older man. They came out, well, I say older man because he was like grandpa-ish, but the guy and the grandpa, they came out, and the guy went to sit in his truck. And then the grandpa was like, yeah, it should be that way. Like, and he pointed down the street. Then I'm just looking, and my cousin, like, I'm looking from the sidewalk, so I'm from far away, so I see him doing this. And then the guy in the truck, the guy that got back in the truck, the younger guy, he was like, I could just take you guys. He was like, I could take you guys, like, I could drive you guys over there. My cousin was like, She was like, no. I was like, no, we good, thank you, have a blessed day. They was like, oh, okay. But genuinely, I think they maybe was just trying to be nice. I don't know, trying to help us out, because we was really looking real stuck, real, no brain cell. If they wanted to snatch us up, they could have snatched us when we walked up into that door. I mean, with my cousin, and then he could have put me in the trunk, but they didn't. So maybe they was being genuine, but I'm not gonna harp on that. So anyways, we started walking down in the directions the old man gave us, or whatever. I was just following my cousin. So we was walking, but he also, I forgot to mention, he helped my cousin put the GPS on walking. We was probably like 3 streets down from our house, and we ended up reaching a highway. Y'all, this is ghetto. We ended up reaching a highway, and I remember my cousin was like, we could walk it. But at the time I was like, yeah, we could, but we really wasn't like, we wasn't even thinking about the dangers of walking next to it, like an open highway. Like, we could literally get hit. We ended up walking down the highway, and we realized it was too dangerous. My cousin realized it was too dangerous, so we ended up turning back around and going back to, then she put in her GPS, Dollar Tree. So we had to go make a snack stop, and we ended up going to Dollar Tree. So when we went to Dollar Tree, I remember we was getting some snacks. I had to get, I don't know if y'all ever had these damn barbecue Vienna sausage. I got like 2 cans, and then I think, of course, she got some hot chips. And then we used to be heavy on brisk. I used to drink brisk. Oh my gosh, I used to drink brisk so much, but we both got brisk. And I think I got cookies too. I know I got Vienna sausages because I just vividly remember us contemplating on which Vienna sausage to get, which flavor would taste better. But I know I got that for sure, but maybe cookies, because I wasn't gonna go out like that. One snack is not, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm a 2 snack or more girl. We ended up leaving, and I remember we was just walking home. She was drinking her brisk. It was like 2 streets up. Like, we only had to do 2 streets more before we got actually to our house. So we ended up taking the alley to cut the time off, y'all. We ended up taking the alley, but before we took this alley, we saw this red SUV, y'all. They passed us. And I remember my cousin was like, let's just go on the alley so we can make it shorter. The alleys in El Paso, from where I was living at, walking in the alleyways, you're connected to people's backyards. So those rock fences, right here. But those rock fences, the fence of the rock inside, that's somebody's backyard. So we passed about, so like there's backyards on each side of these fences, but inside this area, inside the fences, it's just alleyway. It's just dirt, rock, sand. So me and my cousin are walking down this alleyway, right? So we passed about like maybe 4 or 3 backyards. And y'all, by the time we got like middle way through the alley, that freaking red SUV, we saw it turn into the alley. Me and my cousin looked at each other, and we already had the car in our mind because we had saw it previously. Like I told you, we already had the car in our mind. We looked at each other like, it was like a good 2 seconds, and we took off. We started running so hard and so fast down the alleyway, and the car started speeding up. That's how we knew. We lived in like, where if you come out the alley, it was a house, and then our house was like right here, like on the first one. Y'all, we ran up out that alleyway, and we ran into our yard, and y'all, I kid y'all not, the car literally pulled around and stopped and looked at us. As soon as we hit the door, we was banging on it, and my grandma opened the door, and then we ran inside. And then I remember we closed the door, and then we looked out. That was kind of cuckoo for us to do that, but we closed the door, and then we ended up opening it just to see, and then they started driving up. They drove off. So y'all, I will never forget like how fast, like how scared I felt in that moment. Like when it's just the whole process of like seeing the car previously, and then walking, thinking you're never gonna see that car again, and then you come down the alleyway, and then that car started following you down the alleyway too. I feel like a second later, if my grandma didn't open the door, they probably would have got out the car. I genuinely don't know. Like maybe I don't know. That it was just sketchy, the whole situation. Like maybe they wasn't trying to kidnap me. Maybe they was just trying to be best buds. From the whole visual of the situation, they was trying to snatch both of us up. And y'all, be safe. Please be safe. Please make sure y'all watch your surroundings. Y'all, the buddy system. Come on, in public, buddy system. But okay, that was my story time on how me and my cousin almost got kidnapped. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to stay in tune with my channel, make sure you put that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.